Well, hello the new. It's only me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual from Studio B here in the Giggle Mill in Haslingden, near Manchester, in the UK. Studio B is, as you know, state of the art. Oh, that must be 10 o'clock. It's these oats, you know, they keep you as regular as a clock. Today we have a little tale which is probably a little bit politically incorrect, because it concerns a period in time when new inventions were just coming on the market in the middle of the early part of the 20th century, and particularly a blonde lady. And one day she happened to look in the hardware shop window and she saw a silver coloured object about so high and about so thick, and she went in to ask the shopkeeper what it was. She'd never seen one before, and he said, "Madam, this is the greatest invention since sliced bread." In fact, sliced bread had only just come out at that time anyway. And he said, it's called a thermos flask. So she sort of looked at him and she said, "A thermos flask?" He said, "That sounds complicated, scientific kind of name. Can you explain it to me in words of one syllable?" So he said, "Well, look at it this way, madam. It keeps hot liquids hot and cold liquids cold." "Oh," she said, "that's an incredible invention." She said, "How much is it?" He said, "To you, madam, $3. That's about, I don't know, €4, maybe £2, depending on whether you're Chinese or French or Greek or whatever." And so she said, "I'll have one," and away she went with it, and determined to be in the know and in advance of her time, she took it to work next day. She had it on her desk, you see, and as the manager came round with the Morning Post, he spotted this and he looked at it several times. Eventually he said, "Mary," he said, "what on earth is that good-looking silver object on your table there?" So she said, "Oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread." She said, "This is a thermos flask." So he'd only just heard of them. He said, "I've heard of these." He says, "What does it do?" So she said, "Well, it's miraculous." She said, "It keeps hot things hot, hot liquids hot, and cold liquids cold." "Oh, isn't that fantastic?" He said, what have you got in it?" She said, "Well, I brought hot coffee for my morning break, and I brought some iced tea for my afternoon break." Thank you, and good night, folks.